and it's drawing Bigfoot. And I'm so sorry again for the delay. Seem to be doing it every week now, but that's the problem with going live. Can't always guarantee what's going to happen, but we're here, and that's the main thing. Of course, joining me as always, our resident artiste, Larry Batson. How you doing, Larry?
I'm happier than a mosquito and a nudist colony.
That's got to be pretty happy. That's got to be pretty happy.
Well, you're pretty happy, aren't you?
Yeah.
That is happy, isn't it? Yeah. Our guest tonight was on Bigfoot Odyssey 5 months ago. He came on to tell his encounters. I put the link in the description. Don't go and watch it now. Watch it after the show. But I'm really glad he's come back tonight to do Drawing Bigfoot, and it's Wade Bell. Welcome, Wade.
Hello.
Hello.
I'm not quite as happy as a mosquito and naked nudist colony, but I'm pretty happy.
Well, you can't always get what you want, can you? Get that level of happiness.
Be nice.
Be nice. Thank you anyway for coming back on, and you've had various encounters, and we'll get into it a little bit more. But the one we're going to talk about tonight, or the one Larry's going to draw, is one that you saw on your porch one night. And before we get into the drawing, if you could give us just a brief outline of what happened that night, and then we'll get into more detail as we do the drawing.
Okay, well, I'm ready if you're ready.
I'm ready. We're all ready.
Okay. One night about 2 o'clock in the morning, and as I talk, if you want to put those,
it's just knocked himself off. Hopefully he'll come back.
He may be gone for a while.
Do you think?
Well,
no. I think you're scaring them off.
I'm beginning to get a bad feeling about doing it because last week the guy got scared off after he got scared off 2 weeks before.
If you're doing it, you've got to soften these images up, maybe.
I'm just going to do stick drawings. That's what I'm going to do. Just stick drawings.
So hopefully Wade will be back. My dog's growling in the background at something. Don't know what. Let me just send him a quick little message.
Your dog?
Yeah. Can you not hear her? I can hear her.
You're going to send your dog a message?
No, Wade.
No. I thought that's a heck of a dog over
there. Okay.
Kevin Parker, we want you to have a mug. We're just now going to get caught up.
Mugs. Well, what's new? Not just mugs. What else?
We're in development of magnets and potential bolo ties.
Oh. Wow.
This is just the first stage. There's been no glaze or anything put on it. Yeah.
They're going to look amazing.
Yeah, I think it will.
Good. Little magnets on your fridge or wherever.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah.
The magnets. Vincent, good to see you in here tonight, as well as all of you guys. Judy, Ruger, Leanne, Sandra. Here we go. He's back. Just when we'll get into the main bit.
I apologize. I tell you, my fingers are just not working good tonight.
Been there.
It happens. It happens. It's
okay.
Don't worry about it.
I don't have to touch it. But anyway, as I was saying, about 2 o'clock in the morning, me and my spouse, we had heard if you want to put the picture of the grill.
Yeah.
While I'm talking through the stages and the picture of the window, we heard that grill go up and then down. And we're like, we have some pets in the yard. We're like, a cat can't do that. A raccoon can't do it. So what the heck could have done that? So
neighbor.
If you want to, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. I was being smart aleck. I said neighbor.
Oh,
no,
yeah.
Definitely wasn't his neighbor.
Oh. I
2 o'clock in the morning, he should have knocked on the door for a sandwich, but
and brought beer.
yeah, yeah, that always happened at 2 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah. Well,
So if you could switch to the other picture with the bedroom window on it, with the window on it,
There.
that one, yes. So I looked through that window, and as you look through the window, you'll see a 2x4 stretched out across the other side of the bicycle. That bicycle wasn't there at the time. And that's where I saw the creature at, right there at the 2x4 that stretched out with his arms at the 4x4 posters on each side of it, and his head was below the 2x4 looking back. Now, if you want to switch to the other picture from that side looking in, that side looking at, you see that I got floodlights.
Oh yes,
I
yeah.
got two floodlights there, and I watched him as he watched back at me. We did it for like maybe a little less than a minute. He got a very good look at me. I got a very good look at him. Now that's a 2x4x8, and his arms were stretched out across that 2x4x8, hanging over. They were hanging over like that. Was
Wow.
wrist is hanging over, and his head was below the 2x4. And he didn't have a malice look on his face, or more inquisitive, and he was more, inquisitive about it. And there wasn't no his lips were just straight, wasn't bent down like he was mad or anything, without growling or snarling or anything. He knew he was in the wrong. He knew he wasn't in the right place. He knew he was out of his mind.
Yeah.
But we had just cooked on that grill earlier that day, and we had cooked some steaks on it, and I guess he wanted a little bite to eat.
Yeah.
So he went into it, and we heard him. He didn't put it, and other than that, I did not know that creature was at my back of my house. Didn't know. If he had put that grilled top down quieter, would never known he was even there. Never know.
Yeah.
But he did break the deck board. He cracked it. He was so heavy and went across. He cracked the board.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't know if you can see that or not, but it was cracked. I didn't know my cousin stepped on it and broke it all the way. But he was a very well formed creature. And his head was round,
Mm-hmm.
and it had his fur wasn't matted. It was very clean. He was a very clean beast.
Right.
Gray skin.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, gray skin, dark eyes.
You think it was a young one messing around? I know you can't tell. I mean, I don't know how we tell older from younger, but what impression did you get?
Oh, it was the baby one. It's three been hanging around here. I know it's three. It's a family been hanging around here. I'm pretty certain. The footprint do you still have a picture of the footprint?
You didn't send me that.
I sent it to you last time.
Oh, last time.
Yeah.
Did you send it in an email? You sent it in the email. You must have done. Let me have a look. Let me have a quick look.
Yeah. You don't want me to try to do it again because I get disconnected. So
Yeah, don't just stay there. Let me see. No, I don't. I think you will have sent it to Kerry, I would imagine.
I did. I sent it to Carrie. The same link, the way that I sent the other picture to you today, is the same link that I sent to you to him the last time.
Right. I think Kerry's gonna have hold of them. Did you send him on his phone?
The number that he gave me, I'm certain it might have been his phone. I'm not sure what it was. But that footprint is not half as big as the other footprints that we have found out back. We have other footprints that was like 12 to 16 inches long.
All right, okay. Yeah, I can't find it, sorry.
If my son was here, I could be able to send it to you now, but
well, it's okay. It's okay. We don't want to lose you again. But I might message Kerry and see if he can send it to me if he's still got it. But look, let's get into start the drawing, and then we can still talk about your encounters, your experiences, because you have had a lot, and yours was the eyes were red.
Yeah, now that was in Florida. That was
Right.
in Florida. That was the first time. Was the first time? Yeah, that was the first time I actually seen one. I've seen it 3 times. I've seen 3 different types. Um, this one in Florida was a skunk ape. I'm sure because it stunk the whole forest up when it was in there.
Right.
Uh, did he want to try to do a drawing of that one? Because I got three. I have 3 images I could give you
Mm-hmm. Well,
if you want to try.
let's do the one on the porch.
Okay.
And then, I mean, you can always come back and we can always do the other ones. There's always time. But
Okay.
this was, the fact that this was lit up by your floodlights really caught it unawares, didn't it? And like you say, you had a really good look at it.
Very good look at it all the way around because it went after it looked at me and I looked back at it. It turned and walked away and it went past my pontoon boat and it was still bent over and it was still at the midway point of the boat. It wasn't a very large. It had to be the baby because it wasn't that really that large. I maybe probably about a half foot tall or something of that nature. It wasn't.
Still big enough, isn't it?
Well,
Still
it's bigger than me, but not like the one I saw in Florida. The one I saw in Florida was a massive beast, massive
right.
creature.
Mm,
I mean, the
Oh,
shoulder width on every bit 4.5 foot wide on that one,
wow.
and every bit we was in 4 foot reeds, and it was 4 foot over the 4 foot reeds, and we was on a hill. With 3 of us in the hill, and we was all in a position where we could see something back to back position,
Mm-hmm.
and that creature was pretty massive, huge.
It's incredible, isn't it, to imagine these things are out there, this size. Just
It's something that you don't really expect to be real. Like I said the last time I was looking at the Patterson and Gimlin film. Um, you see that and it's like, can that be really real? Is it fake? Whatever the case may be. All the horror stories that you watch as a kid and the werewolf and Frankenstein, all that kind of crap. Just Hollywood being at its best. But and then to actually run across something like that, this is
yeah,
kind of a little unnerving.
definitely.
So
Definitely.
I've definitely taken some safety precautions.
Yeah. Well, it's wise to, isn't it? It's wise to. Look, before we start, don't be frightened of telling Larry if it's not right, doesn't look right. It's very difficult towards the end of the drawing to change anything. So don't worry if it's not looking right. Larry be happy to, rub it out and get it right as much as he can. So
I wish I had done a drawing myself, but I've been kind of busy today.
well, it's
I could
okay.
have,
are you
but
an artist?
um, I do a little bit. And I've done
Yeah.
it since I was in grade school.
Oh, okay.
I could have put it together for you, so you could that you could have took off from it,
Yeah, he does.
But
I don't
Well,
like to do that.
he doesn't want to do that. No, that's the best bit for him is to literally do it from your description, and he puts it on paper. He doesn't like
I
to have
think
clues. It's
I
a
think we
challenge.
can get through it. I think we get through it pretty
Yeah.
easy.
Yeah.
If you go back through that picture that I had put up from the outside in where that 2x4 is going across
Mm-hmm.
with 2 4x4 posts on the end of it. You could go right to the middle of that and put a round circle ahead.
His head was round.
Head was round, was not conical.
Okay,
It
let's
was
start with the head then. It's a little bit blurry, but it might come back in. I don't know what's
Yes,
going
it
on there.
went well here. Hold on.
A bit of light. Whereabouts are you again, Wade?
I'm located in Virginia Beach, Virginia.
In Virginia.
Mm-hmm.
It'll get
Yeah,
dark.
make.
Go on. Go on, wait, sorry. Hang on. I'm going to put Larry on full there.
Okay.
Can you see it at all? Oh, I guess, yeah, you can. Is
Yeah,
that close?
his head was below the 2x4.
Well, we're not even care. We don't care about the 2x4.
Oh, we're just doing the head. We're just doing the head.
Doing
Sorry,
the head.
Wade.
Okay, well, make the head round, and his hair was sticking straight out. It was pointing.
Okay, when you say the head was round, it was not like what I've drawn there.
Well, that's round, yes, just like that. It was little. I mean, yeah, just like that.
Okay.
Oh, that's right.
That would be correct.
Okay, I can see a spot over here. I don't think he is.
Larry will just go it step by step, Wade. So I'll start with the head, and then he'll ask you for the next bit, and we'll do it step by step.
Okay, I'm going to start at the top. Did it have a brow ridge?
Yes, but it didn't stick out. It didn't protrude like Frankenstein. It was more. It was not a Frankenstein brow ridge.
Gotcha. I'm going to start here at the top of the head and move my pencil down real slow, and you tell me where to stop, where you remember the brow ridge being. Okay.
All right. Stop. Now, you can go up a little bit. I guess it takes a little bit of time to get through, but you got to go back up a little bit, just a little bit.
Here.
A little higher.
Here.
A little higher.
Yeah.
Okay, right there.
That's the top of the brow ridge.
That'll be the top of the brow ridge, yes.
Okay. Was it straight across? Do you remember?
But wait a minute. Let me think about it. It had a little bit of a hump over the eyes.
Over the eyes. Okay.
On that, yeah. Bring that down. It was too high. Bring that down.
My pencil went out of control for a second.
It's that sharpener, new sharpener you got.
I know it just flies across the paper. Is that better?
Yeah, you can still bring it down a little bit more. Yep, something like that. A little down. Yep, right along in there.
Is that how thick it was?
Well, see, what I want you to do, see, his hair wasn't matted down. It was sticking up. It was like going outward.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm not even worried about that yet.
We'll do the hair last, probably.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
all right.
How
you
thick
can
was
put
it? Let me move my pencil down to the top of the brow ridge, and you tell me where to stop for the bottom of it.
Okay.
No, he had a pretty thick one, huh?
Yes, he was pretty massive, but he wasn't tall.
Yeah. But
he was still well formed.
Mm.
Now he had black, and if you come down after that, he had a very wide nose. He had a wide nose, like a gorilla. Had a wide nose like a gorilla. It came, came
like
down.
Wide?
Wide? Come straight down though.
Okay.
And then bridge outward, like a gorilla nose.
Was it squashed down? Was it quite, prominent or?
No, it wasn't squashed down, but it was kind of like medium.
Right.
How big was the nostrils?
Not quite that big.
Not quite that big. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, now fill that in. Look like a head might need to be a little bigger.
Okay.
And what?
Wider.
You mean up here?
all the way around, all the way around. He had a massive head. He had a very massive head. And see, and the angle, see, the reason why I want you to put the 2x4 in because of the angle he was at. Now you got a straightforward angle at me. His head was more tilted up because that 2x4 was low and the window was up high. So he was looking upward at me.
Right. Okay. Okay. So what do you want that head just to be a bit wider?
Yeah,
And
just a little.
yeah. Keep everything as it is. The proportions, it's because of that nose. Maybe he's making you realise it should just be a bit bigger.
Okay.
How's that going? Is that looking better?
Yep.
It's not an easy thing to do. You know, this translating words to an image.
know.
But you know, we all go through it, and sometimes some of these are easy, and some of them, you know, are not. But that's fine. That's just the way it goes. But we will get there.
That's good.
Tell me about the eyes.
Yep. Now the eyes will be midway of that brow. Good size. Dark.
Sorry, were they round or almond shaped or what?
They were round.
They're round.
Yeah.
Big.
Little smaller. Little smaller. Down and down just a little bit. Yeah, that'll work.
Is that it?
Yep, that'll work. That's pretty good. And they were black.
Okay, I'm gonna do the other one over here real quick. Okay, I want to get back on the nostrils here. Is that these right then?
They could have been flared out just a little bit more, but not much more. He had a really wide nose. Not much more, but a little bit more.
Okay. How's that?
Yeah. That's pretty good. Now you got hard lines going up between his eyes, which is you need to take that. You know, that's not how it was. It was more, fuzz out a little bit. It's a little too hard.
Well, yeah, this is just.
Steve Wolf, can you send me a picture of your Sasquatch mug, please? That would be great to see. Daniela at hiddenexistence.com. Thank you.
And the eyes were black.
Okay. What? Okay. Tell me about the nostrils. I'll go back to the eyes. Tell me about the nostrils.
Okay, go ahead and fill that in. Go ahead and give his his ventricle airways.
Too big?
Do the other side. Little too big.
I guess because he was looking up at him, Larry, his nostrils would have been down a bit, so a little bit small. You could probably see less, maybe, if that makes sense.
It does because the angle he's looking upward, and I'm drawing is with the joints come out looking straight in. But if we can get through it, we can
Yeah.
get through it. You want bring it into his chin now, the outside line to his chin,
No, I want to go down
to his lip.
yeah, I want to do down from here to the top of his lip. I'm gonna move real slow.
Stop. Go back up. No, go back up. Go back up, sir. Yeah.
And were they wide? Were they thick lips or thin?
They were very wide and thin. The top and bottom lip was thin.
And did he have his mouth closed as well?
His mouth was closed.
Yeah.
His
Okay.
mouth closed and straight across. Stop. Okay. Just a little too wide.
How's that?
A little thicker.
Oh, the lips. Okay. Is this his mouth here?
Yeah, yes, that's pretty close.
That's wide
Okay.
enough, is it? Yeah.
Okay.
Actually, you can come down come down a little bit, and you can go right between it and make the upper and the bottom. Not too thick, about medium.
About this thick?
A little thicker. Okay. And don't put a smile on his face.
No, I'm not. That's his lower lip.
Okay.
And you said it was thick, correct?
Yes, it was thicker than a little thicker than that. So when you put the line through that, it's going to be very thin. Okay. Okay.
Okay, that's his lower lip, correct?
Got you. Yep.
Okay. And his upper lip was thin?
Thinner than the bottom.
Right, okay.
Like that, or did you say to put a line through that?
Okay, the bottom part is too thick.
Is that top lip not too close to the nose? Was it not lower?
Well, no, that's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to work with the angles. Again, it may be some adjustments once we get through with it because it's we're gonna have to do the angles a little different. But it's getting close. It's getting close. Once we take out the hard lines and start putting the hair lines.
Yeah, that'll all come together, as he's doing it. But this is just getting the foundation down, if you will.
Yeah.
And then he'll work on it, shading it in, and you'll see it coming together. This is literally just
Yeah, don't go by this too much.
Just laying the bricks down here.
All right. What about his cheeks?
Hair.
Were they protruding at all?
They were kind of coming up underneath the eyes.
Mm-hmm.
And then circling like back out to his had little bare ears. He'll fill them with hair all the way across the brow ridge down the chin. Not too high, not too close to the eyes, because his skin was gray. Right long and not too close to the nose as well. He didn't have any hair on his nose.
Okay.
Like that.
Yeah, you can fill all that in with little dots of long hair, like maybe 4 inches long, all the way up the back side of his eyes, all across top of the first line of his brow ridge all the
Okay.
way across.
Well, okay,
And
we'll get to that there. Let's talk about his jaws there. Did they protrude it all around the mouth?
no,
Just straight down?
straight down and like a Kirk Douglas type of chin. Not too much. Yep. That'll work. That'll work. And the one we saw in Florida was totally different than that one. This one. Well, you can forget that little area. It was just it just went like that. It didn't go no that little dip you got in there. You can take that out.
Well, this dip?
Yeah, it's not that wasn't there. Just go straight on across.
Like that?
Yeah, like that.
Okay. Looks like we've got all the preliminaries. Believe it or not.
Doing good. Doing good. It'll come together, Wade. So anyone who hasn't got a Larry Batson Bigfoot mug yet, you don't know what you're missing. Is Steve with his mug, looking very proud, showing it off. Thanks for sending that in, Steve Wolf. There we go. Right, what's going on here? So I've got 160 watching, only 68 likes. Can people, if you don't mind, give us a thumbs up and leave a comment after the show if you don't mind, please. It will definitely help the channel. Just leaving a comment and a thumbs up. So what color did you say the fur was? Black?
Blacker than the night.
Right. And if it hadn't been for that light, like you say,
had two floodlights on him.
Yeah. This is how they learn to be sneaky, isn't it? It will have learned that lesson. Then don't lift that barbecue up or don't drop it. Put it down gently.
I think that creature's been around because I get house slaps. I had house slaps, and which I didn't know what it was. I found out my next door neighbor told me that the person that lived in this house before me accused him of trying to scare him in the house by hitting the house.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so it was here before I even moved here.
And you've had a lot of stuff going on, haven't you? There.
Some stuff I don't quite understand.
Do you worry though? It doesn't worry you.
I don't go outside at night anymore in the back.
Mm.
Then I absolutely have to because I don't know where they're at. So far there has been no kind of malice or any kind of mean aggression. But I don't know when the table's going to turn.
That's a shame, isn't it? Though you can't just sit out at night, whatever.
Well,
barbecue.
I was doing it. I was doing it until I came into the encounter it. I was staying outside at 1, 2 o'clock in the morning in the backyard, just doing whatever I do. And after I started having these encounters and knowing that they were there, I kind of quit that. Sleep with my door open with just screen door. I've had them yell in the house. Things in the garden being taken and eaten.
When you know how it changes, then it changes everything, doesn't it?
Sir, it's a game changer.
Yeah.
Home protection, all that kind of stuff now. I didn't have any before, but I do now. So like I said, I don't know when the table's gonna turn from being curious to I'm gonna go in your house.
How long have they been up all the time? Or
They've been up for a long time, but I had no reason to go outside and turn them on at night until I heard that. Yes, sir. That's the dark eye.
That it?
Other than there was no little white in the middle. It was just black.
just black?
Hmm.
Like you say, it's looking up here as well. It's hard, isn't it, to describe that angle, I guess. But I
Yeah,
think it'll
yeah,
look
he,
together.
yeah, he was looking up,
Mm,
and I was looking down at him, and he had his arms outstretched like that, peering
yeah,
in. I'm looking out, and he's looking in.
that's unbelievable, isn't it?
I heard
It's
howls like a
yeah.
werewolf howl here, and
Mm.
at night. Been whistles here. My son has heard whistles. Been multiple tree knots, multiple whoops, multiple.
Kevin Parker asks, "How far are you from the Great Dismal Swamp?"
Great question. My son lives. I have a son that lives on the edge of the Dismal Swamp, and well, I'm probably about an hour and a half away from the Dismal Swamp.
Okay.
But I have a son who lives on the edge of the Dismal Swamp, and he also has encounters.
Yeah, he came on as well, didn't he? Is
He
it
did.
Hunter? Yeah, yeah, definitely there, aren't they?
Oh yeah,
Is
they're all around. I'm not really so much. I'm kind of in a country part, but I'm not too far from the really more densely populated area.
mm-hmm. What are your neighbours saying, or do you talk to them?
Oh yeah, they tell me they haven't. There's now I'm not the only one that have encountered.
Oh, are you all right? That happened last time, didn't it?
It's
That
it's Putin.
tripod. Oh, oh, him. Oh.
Yeah, he's
Greg,
busy.
thank you so much, Greg. Appreciate that. There we go. Dash 5257. Always interesting to see a variety of faces, and they are, aren't they? They're all different. Kind of look the same, but definitely got their all unique look.
We shouldn't have done that. Okay.
See, this is the beauty of live. You might have to can you just smudge over a little bit, or there you go. That's a little bit better.
It's the beauty of my clumsiness.
Well, if we were recording this, we could have just blanked that out, but people don't get to see then how real this is.
I guess it's eating up so much time, you're not gonna be able to do another one because like I said, I've seen a couple different types.
Yeah, well, you can come back, and we'll do this one tonight, and then we'll definitely have you back, and we'll do the other ones. It'll just be interesting to see what they look like. Did they look very different to you?
Now, this one and the one in Florida are kind of closely related that we saw, but I'm sure this was a adolescent one.
Mm-hmm.
The one in Florida was mature, and I saw what they call the Slender Man.
All right.
Um, I saw that one from a distant away, like maybe 75 feet,
Mm-hmm.
maybe 200 feet away. Um, very slender creature. It was just slender, like a slender man.
Right. What were the limbs like? I mean, like a man.
Eh, The weird part about it is that it was everything about it was not there was nothing bulky about it at all. It was like a very tall, skinny person,
Right.
and I could see it. This the odd thing about it. It's like, and again, 2 o'clock in the morning, next door neighbors going crazy. Our dog's going crazy over there, and I could see it from the knees up and from the knees down. I couldn't see anything. It was invisible.
Wow.
Yeah, yeah. And something like that make you question yourself. Did I really see that? And when it got over to my property from crossing the road, which was a street light there,
Mm,
uh, it got caught up into my junk pile. And I could hear it rambling through my junk pile.
right.
So it was
Right.
like, yeah, yeah, that's very close right there. That's very close.
Is it? Yeah.
Yes, very close. That's
Was
very
there
good.
hair on the brow ridge at all,
Oh, hang on.
or was it
Over
bare?
over the top.
Over the
Over the top.
top, over
Yes,
up
sir.
here.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You might have to,
Yep.
if you can just pull that table down a little bit, Larry. Just a tiny little squidgy little bit. We can
I
see
got
it.
another table in the
Oh,
way.
oh, okay. All
That's
right.
my problem.
That'll do then. Oh, there you go.
That's my knee.
Oh,
We'll see how long I last. Or send it flying.
oh. We're gonna have to get some blue tack or something on that tripod for next time, or some gorilla tape.
Yeah, there we go. All right. So above the eyes, between the eyes and the brow ridge, that was skin, or was that what his hair?
It was gray skin.
Gray skin. Okay.
Other than on his cheeks, he had hair on his cheeks
Yeah.
all the way down and around, almost like across the backside and edge of his lips. There was hair out, to the right and to the left, all the way down underneath of him, underneath the lip, for a little bit of space. There's, just 4 inch, 3 to 4 inch hair, straight.
Lots of strange encounters, aren't they? People see things that just can't explain. I think we use terms, don't we, because we don't know what we're looking at. I'm just kind of acknowledging one of the comments. I'm not going to put it up. That was in the live in the chat, but Wade has been on before, and talking about Slenderman. We use these terms to describe things. We don't actually know what these things are. Slenderman might not be what these things are, but like, if we don't know what they are, we have to use some sort of term. We might be getting a lot of the things we're seeing. We might be naming them the wrong thing. But how do we know? We don't know. All we can do is give a description. This is what people, are coming on to, describe what they're seeing, and it's very difficult. These things aren't an official creature. We just use these terms, and maybe not what it was, but people just do their best to try and explain what they're seeing. That's all. And I get it, these things, this stuff sounds really crazy, but so many people are seeing so many different things, and we just can't say they're not seeing it. That would just stop a lot of people coming forward, and you have to make your own mind up on what you think. But
Well, I get criticized for saying these things, but I know what I've seen, I know what I saw, I know what I witnessed.
yeah, I don't think anyone's it's just so easy to make a comment and not really
Oh
think.
yeah.
I
Well, I
don't
mean,
I don't think it's
yeah,
I think it's hard for people
it's
to believe lots
Yeah.
of things, even Bigfoot. You know, it's
Unbelievable things.
yeah. But like I'm saying, we just, you know, you use these terms because we don't know what else to call them. And if that looked like Slenderman to you, that's what you're going to call it. And anybody else who sees something, you know, will describe it the way that they see it. And
That's
you know,
good, Larry. That's good.
does
It's
that make
good.
you feel?
That's good. Yeah. If you can make it a little darker, come down the side of his nose, down to
Mhm.
his, get a little shaded area down through there, right straight down and off to the left and off to the right. Yep. 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 Mm-hmm.
Did he ever show his teeth at any point?
No.
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 Mm.
He didn't look like he was angry. He just, had the like a inquisitive type of look on it, like almost wasn't mad, wasn't angry, almost like he was just tickled to see me.
So it wasn't like, didn't feel like he'd been caught out or anything. No look of surprise.
No, he stopped. He didn't run. He got off the porch. He got off the deck, and he stopped and relaxed himself and put his arms up on the railing. He didn't grab the railing or try to shake it. He just relaxed his hands over the railing and just looked in. He's just like, hey, what's going on? Who are you?
Yeah. Where's the burgers?
Yeah, yeah. What? You didn't invite me to the dinner?
Yeah, pass the burger, pass the
Yeah,
ketchup or something.
but
It's so interesting, isn't it? How these things react, different reactions from them.
um, you know, the one that was in Florida, I don't think he wanted to have any encounter with us because the tree knocks that we encountered while we walked through the forest at 1:30 in the morning. That's good, Larry. And bring that up around the bottom of his eyes a little bit, and then you can put some hair underneath, off to the right and the left of his eyes.
Mhm.
Um, he warned us, don't come any closer, but we didn't know what was going on. We didn't have any idea, and we walked right up on it, you know. And after he encountered us, our party of three hunters, he went down towards two other parties of hunters, and he harassed them a little bit, and then he left.
Mm,
That's great. That's great. It's little dark, but it's okay.
coming together. Yeah.
Coming together nice. Yep.
Um.
Man, that's freaky as shit right there. Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, it's okay. We'll let you off. We'll
But
let you off as the other guest. Uh, but the only that boy, don't worry about it. Everything's good. No one thinks you're a troll. You're welcome to your opinions. It's absolutely fine. And it's understandable. You know, it's easy to if you've not experienced stuff, maybe we do have those reactions where you think this doesn't sound
yeah,
right,
well, I
or
mean,
whatever, but there's just too much stuff happening out there.
I've
And
had my horn blow on my boat.
mm,
They've been on my boat and they blowed the horn on my boat, and they've been in my garden and did this all over my backyard at night. That's great.
what do you think else there is else out there for them to come around? What are they looking for, looking at, or just
I think they come down to eat, to find something to eat. I
mm,
know. I think they've killed a couple pets of mine. I'm not sure
right?
about that. I found a couple dead pets in my yard. I have cats, and two of them have been found in the yard dead.
Oh,
Guess they don't like cats.
yeah. That's not a nice thing, though, is it? To have to experience.
I found two cats with necks broken in the yard.
Oh no.
Yeah,
I mean, what else would do that? And just leave them there, you know?
yeah, right there in the yard.
Oh, I would,
And
mm,
Man, that is really great.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Larry, have you heard lots of accounts of pets being killed?
Oh,
by some
yeah,
dogs?
dogs. I know a guy down in Arkansas that he had a bloodhound. You know, a bloodhound's a big dog. And had been drowned in about 10 inches of water in a creek. Something had held it down.
Well, did you hear what happened in Kentucky?
I'm not sure.
A little boy was killed in Kentucky. I just saw that today.
What
Was
killed
killed.
him?
Was they said the DNA was unknown. Something had pulled him up a steep hill, 300 feet or something of that nature, and pulled his body apart.
Wow.
Killed a 12-year-old little boy.
That's terrible, isn't it?
Awful. But that's not the first time I've heard them doing something like that. Yes, that's bring it on round. Yep, bring it on round.
Up here?
Yep, all the way across the brow on top,
Okay.
all the outer edge. He had 3 to 4 inch hair all the way around.
Okay.
You're on track. You're right on track. You using a charcoal pencil?
Yes.
Okay.
This is a different to ones I've seen. You know, they're always different. They're always different. But there's been a few round-headed ones.
Make that hair straight out. That hair went straight out. It didn't mat down. It went straight out, straight up, straight out, all the way around. Yep, a little longer, a little thicker. I'm gonna have to plug my phone. Yes, sir. That's it.
Are you running out of battery?
Yeah, I gotta. Hold on. I'll be right back.
Okay. We'll be here. Do you think this one, Larry, hadn't really, obviously not had bad experiences with people for it to hang around like that casually?
I've heard of reports where that's happened, where they weren't, that big a hurry to get out of there. It's just pretty much, my theory is that it just depends on what experiences they've had with people. That's why I tell these researchers, I said, don't wear camouflage when you're off on your whatever you're doing, because that marks you as a hunter. And these things, a lot of them have not had great experiences with guys that wear camouflage, so it could be a bad thing.
Yeah, definitely. How's that looking, Wade? A bit longer, or is that the right length?
Looking pretty good.
Good.
Looking pretty good. Yeah, once he do his lips and his, put the nose in fully, it'll be really close. The cheeks is just a little too broad, and you bring the cheeks in just a little bit, but it's come together well.
Yeah. It's surprising, isn't it, from how it starts to how it develops?
He's doing pretty good.
Good.
Doing pretty good. It'd be hello if I said, no, I don't look nothing like that.
I'd be depressed for a week.
Well, you don't have to be depressed, Larry.
I really do take a lot of delight when they cry. Toward the end of it.
Yeah.
Well, I can tell you, I only looked at it for about 30 seconds. So, it's only a 30-second look.
I mean, I just can't imagine seeing one of these huge things. You must get chills running down you when you see it, when you saw that. I don't know.
It's like it wasn't. It was just like a shocker. That am I really seeing what I'm seeing? It was kind of like seeing an angel or something of that nature, or something you just wouldn't think you'd never see. So wasn't like I'm in the house and I'm looking outside, so I'm feeling pretty comfortable at that. But it's, when you open a window, you don't expect to see something looking back at you.
Yeah.
Oh, show him my picture there, Danielle.
Your picture.
The window.
The window. Oh
Yeah.
yes, yeah. Sorry. I was somewhere else then. There you go. That's the one looking in the window.
What about that?
Okay. Yeah. It wasn't that close though. But I had heard people say that it was actually that close. That was about 10 feet from me when I looked through the window.
Close enough. 10 feet too close, maybe.
Larry, that is great. That is absolutely great.
Just while I remember, if anybody wants any of Larry's mugs, you need to email him.
Bigfoot mugs.
Bigfoot mugs. lbatson@peoplepc.com. If you want any of those images, any prints, any of the prints that were on the last show, there's a kind of bundle Larry's doing. Send him an email, or if you just want to donate and help out with the wildlife that he's got, feeding the tigers and the bears and the snakes and whatever else he's got. I mean, how many
Danielle,
have you got, Larry?
I don't
my
know.
wife, that I had a lot of nightmares after I had that episode.
Oh yeah.
But, she said I sleepwalked.
Right.
I don't remember doing anything like that, but she said I did.
So when you're like awake, it didn't bother you too much, but obviously through the subconscious coming out, maybe.
No telling. Forehead just a little too light, Larry.
Here or here?
Yeah, right there. Yeah, it needs to be dark. That's a little dark. It was a dark gray. It was an adolescent. I know for sure.
Yeah. What do you think the difference is? I mean, I know you don't have the answers, but with the conical and the round heads, do you think it's something maybe they just developed later on?
I think he was developing because when I showed the picture of his footprint is very a lot smaller than other footprints that I've seen here, and they're all over the yard. I had friends of mine come in from Newport News and said, "Wait, what's this here?" We were standing and we saw another footprint right there in between us. I was like, "They're all over the place here. This is the heck with it," But I've seen very large footprints here in the field behind the house, and my wife has seen something way over 10 foot tall.
Wow. That's a lot, isn't it? That's tall.
Yeah, I reached my hand up and she said higher. I said, I can't reach no higher. And that was just his shoulder.
Wow.
Me and the neighbors went around. We got pictures of the tree bins that I sent Carrie. I got pictures where it took and literally just dug out a cantaloupe in the garden where that footprint was located at. It went to sleep in the backyard.
I might be able to find actually Messenger while Larry's doing that.
Well, I was thinking it'd be good for the show if if you can show the tree bends um, out of a tree is about 3 inches, 3 to 4 inches around, bent over.
It might take me a while because I've got to go back to 5 months. But let me just see quickly if I can fast track.
Larry, if you could just kind of smudge that in up to the hairline, that'll be pretty good.
Where? What? Here?
Yeah, we could just smudge it in.
Yeah.
I think of a quick way to do this. So what's been happening recently then?
Well, I mean, the whoops are so loud. I don't need to be outside. I can hear them from the inside the house. I haven't had any whistles or house slaps, but it's been mainly just whoops at night in the backyard. It's like every 3 days they'll come through, and they keep it moving.
Mm-hmm.
No more. I don't get any more house slaps at all.
Have you got any water near you?
Say yes, I do. Probably about 50 yards or less.
All right.
This
Okay.
they got sustaining um, food around them around here. Even though the corn is gone, there's still other things that they can forage for. I mean, they can raid any farmer's barn and get any kind of potato, white potato, sweet potatoes, or cabbage around here, or collards. They can eat any of that stuff around here right now.
So there's a lot on the menu for them to.
Yeah, they got a choice.
Mm. I'm still looking.
My next door neighbor, she told me she has house slaps, and the horse won't go to a certain area in the woods anymore.
Just makes you wonder what they're trying to achieve with this house slapping.
Who knows?
Do people actually come out? Do they get responses?
I've had kind of. I refuse to take a stick and beat on a piece of wood or something like that, or try to communicate with them because I don't want to try to get that close to them.
Mm-hmm.
There's no telling what may happen. So I kind of like, I will not. I refuse to feed them or put any food out. Even though I did that one time, I put some apples out. That wasn't that good. I did that, but I won't do it again. I won't do it again.
You're kind of inviting something, aren't you? Whether it's trouble or just sort of interaction, and who knows where that could lead to.
Yeah, trouble. I mean, they've been close enough to yell into my house, so I don't want that. That's kind of close. And this is even close. I mean, they've been on the deck. And I didn't hear this creature walk on the deck at all. He was very stealthy,
Yeah.
and he let his presence be known when he put the lid down too hard.
Mm.
So
Yeah, I've got one of these. They're not heavy, but they are top heavy, aren't they? They will
yeah,
just slam down.
yeah. You're not gonna put it down easily unless you know it's gonna make a noise, and there's what clank. I
Mm.
said, what the dickens was that? We had had the paper in there, had the tinfoil in there from from the day's cooking, and so that lets me know they like meat.
Oh yeah.
They're not totally vegetarians, I can tell you. Larry, that is 90% in the upper percentile.
Oh, excellent.
Okay, let's do the nostrils.
Okay.
So you see where my line is? Is that accurate?
I do.
Is that accurate?
Let's take a closer look. Bring that in just a little bit. Not quite as wide.
Oh, okay. Oh, from here?
Yeah, from the center. It's just a little too far out to the left. Now you need to curve it down, not so far out like that. You need to curve it down just a little bit. Down. Yeah, bring it down. Down.
Farther?
No. You keep the proportion with the lip. Yeah, and the other side is just a little too wide out. Bring that one, curve it in just a little bit, as one like you have on the left. Down, yep. And now above the opening, you get a protruding figure a little bit. Not so much smooth, but you can really see the top of it really well. Like it has some bridging across the top with some lines going across the top.
Okay. Did it have a bulb? Was this all flat?
No, it was not flat.
Okay. So was there a bulb on the nose here?
Yes.
Like that?
No. No, take that back off. Do like a half moon up higher.
There?
No, toward the center. Yeah, and go to your left and go to the right.
Okay.
Erase the bottom part, the bottom left and bottom left part of that. Yeah, and kind of a little more. Yeah, because it will kind of like curve downward in between the two. Right in the center, to the center, not to the side, to the center.
There?
Up, all the way up. And let me see what you got.
Haven't drawn anything.
Now there was two divots. It was like two little divots, like a left and right divot in the center, in between the nostril. There you go. Like two little divots.
Okay.
No, long wise, little, not very long, but like where the lip was forming, like two little lines.
Larry, I'll put you all on screen, and then if you can show him yourself, if you look, Larry, at Wade, and maybe if you describe with your,
like like right down through here, very good.
Oh, that. Oh, okay.
Okay.
Like that?
Yeah, but a little lower. Erase that hump you put across that. They have to be proportioned. That's not proportion. Below the nostril.
Okay. What goes there?
Okay, swing to the middle. Go to the middle of the nostrils.
Okay.
All right. The one that you have there, the two divots going down, that's too high. You have to bring that down a little bit. I guess the lips had to be moved down a little bit more.
Yeah, we'll do that.
I mean, it's looking young. I mean, that's what it looked young. It was a young creature, so it's doing pretty good. It didn't look old. It looked like a adolescent type creature. Yeah, something like that. And then from there, you have your little flare left and to the right, but don't give it any kind of gesture. Just kind of like go straight, for a little bit of up and down, and then straight off
For the
on the
lips,
top,
for the
on the
lip.
lip, on the lip. Yes, just a little bit of a up, and then kind of across left, and a little bit of up to the right, and across.
Like that?
Yep, just like that, straight across. No,
No smile, no nothing.
no, nothing.
Flat,
Just no evil look. No happy look. Just a look.
So it didn't look weathered, didn't have like wrinkles, didn't have any like was it
Well, over the
smooth?
brow, on his brow between the eyes was like a little bit of wrinkles in between the eyes on the brow, a little bit, but it was like maybe 3 wrinkles on his brow. Yeah, right there. One, yeah, little, yeah. We'll put 1, 2, 3. Yes, yeah, like that. His cheeks are just a little too far out. You need to bring those in a little bit.
Okay.
It wasn't so too strong. It almost came down
Too
to it.
square are they, the cheeks?
It almost came down, and the hair came down around the outside,
Hmm.
all the way down like a beard, like a teenager.
So his cheeks need to come in a little bit, Larry.
Yeah. He's sharpening up.
Yeah. He's getting ready for round 3. At the jaw, do you mean more the jawbone? Sorry. Do you mean
Round
more
the
around?
jaw,
Sorry, Larry, around
round
the
the jaw.
jawbone. That
Okay, so this comes down like this, correct?
that
Yeah,
jawbone's too strong. Needs to
the jaw.
come in a little bit.
This way?
Yeah, the jawbone needs to come in a little bit. Yeah.
How far, Wade?
Take the hard line out. You got a hard curve. Take the hard curve out. Make it more round. Yes, take that out on both sides. Make it more round. He had a pretty perfect round head. Other than it was just a little bit of a Kirk Douglas jaw, almost back down to a almost like a V, almost like that. Yep, swing it back up, in, too far out, just a little far out, but okay.
Like that?
Yeah, you could. That's good. If you're gonna fill that all in with hair, that's fine.
All this through here?
All that with hair.
Did he have a kind of beard in any
Yep,
way? Yeah, it was
yep,
all
yep.
full in there.
Hmm.
How's that looking?
Looking good.
Very
You can
monkey-like in a way, isn't it? With the hair like that.
Yeah, you can almost give it like a goatee.
All
But
right.
underneath the bottom, just a little longer on the bottom, just like you would see any 22-year-old. But see, I heard them before I saw them, and I heard them with their voices that they were making out there, and I heard them say Ewok. So I think they was teaching the younger one about corn.
Right. Oh,
I heard that.
so you've heard them talking then.
Yes,
So what sort
little
of
long, and it's in a little longer, Larry.
right?
Yep, a little thicker.
Little thicker hair.
Yep. Hair. Now you can take that magnified by 10. You got him. I mean, he looked like any professional football player would look like. You know, he had a massive chest, massive shoulders, which was tapered down to a V, to his hips, and he had the muscular shoulders. I wish I looked like him. Well, I wish my body was shaped like him. Maybe it was back in the day.
I'm sure. Lynn M is asking, did he just walk away after your encounter? How did it end?
He walked away by the boat, past my pontoon boat, and that's how I know it was a juvenile because it wasn't much taller than the bottom of the boat.
Did he look back at all, or did he just carry on?
He looked back. He looked back about 3 different times, see if I was coming up behind him.
Ah, was it a male? Do you know that?
I would have to guess that it was, but I did not see any genitals. He was squatting down, and it had so much hair past his chest. His chest was kind of hairless, and I didn't see any breasts or nothing like that. So from like the waist down, it was, and the legs were hair was really, and really the hair on his head could be a little longer, but it was very hairy, so I couldn't see down there. But I believe it was a male.
And you say very hairy, but he was well groomed as well. Very neat, clean looking.
Very groomed, very clean. No mud on this creature whatsoever. 90% correct right there. Other than in the nose nostril area is just a little different.
Well, we'll get to that. I think we're still gonna.
Pretty good, Larry.
Oh, thanks.
Doing good.
Only one person could have did it better. Ask me.
Well, you should be doing this show then.
Nah. Got time for that. I mess my cars.
It would be interesting though to see your rendition of it. Well,
I could do it. I definitely can do it. But I probably will do it, and I'll send it to you.
Yeah, that'd be great.
I'll do the entire one with the arms hanging and the 2x4. I've got it all. You know, once you see something like this, you never, ever forget it.
No, I bet you don't. I mean, how could you?
No way.
We know that, so many people we've talked to, and a lot of people in the chat. This is like you say, a game changer, isn't it? A life changer when you see these things, and then it just makes you wonder what else is out there.
God knows. You know, I don't know what maybe they've been there for. I mean, I've listened to some of the stories from the native tribes, and uh, back in the day.
Are the nostrils okay?
Yeah, the outside need to curve them in, not flare outward. They need to be curved on the outside of the nostril. Yeah, need to be swung inward. Right, just like that. Just like that. Yep, just like that. I'm a good instructor.
Yeah, good direction there.
Yes, sir.
It's different every time, you know. Like I say, people aren't used to doing this, and so trying to get, you know, a description from one head to another is an interesting process, if anything, you know.
That is so very close. So very close. It's just like, wow, man, that you're really good. You're really good. If you could give some kind of the on top of the nose,
Mm-hmm.
if you can give more definition on top of the nose, and you're up higher on the bridge of the nose.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, you're right on track.
Excellent.
That looks like a young beast to me.
Mm.
Doesn't, you know, just like any young person would look. I mean, it's just phenomenal. You done a great. You did pretty good. All right, thank you. They have been paranormal activity here as well,
Yeah.
along with this other kind. Yeah.
What's been happening?
Oh my God! You just. I have to send it to you. I would like to get the film. I had called Cox Cable after these things been taking place, and I had some cameras put up. And any given night, I'm catching either orbs or something I can't explain.
Mm.
Man,
Interesting.
that's great, Larry. That's great. Um, I need to have this stuff analyzed because I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is and know why.
Mm-hmm.
Man, that is absolutely great. Jeez, pretty good.
It's amazing, isn't it, how it all comes together
That's
from
that's
the
that's
beginning.
that's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Yeah, we're going to tweak him here in a second.
I'm kind of tickled, Larry, because that's pretty good.
Well, good. We like that.
Yeah, I do. That's pretty good. I don't think I could have done that.
Oh, come on, Wade.
I was an art major in college, but I don't think I could have done that.
Well, like I tell people, the thing about these drawings is we do it in 2 hours. Now, if you were doing something like this at home, you'd go work on it for a little bit, and then you go watch TV, and then come back to it.
Yeah.
Before long, you got a couple of weeks in it, and you know,
You're at 1 hour 23, Larry.
wow, that's pretty quick.
Yeah, you've done very well.
I don't do face human beings and stuff like that too well. I do more landscape.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What I normally do.
Painting.
People, yeah, that's what I normally
Nice.
do.
You
Here,
watercolor or acrylic?
I'll show you. That's
Oh,
that's what
nice.
I know. That's
Yeah,
what I know.
nice. Very good. What is that, acrylic or watercolor?
Say again.
Is it acrylic or watercolor?
Oh, that's oil.
Oh, right. Oh,
Yeah, it's oil.
Okay, what do you think?
great.
I think 5 minutes ago was great, but that's absolutely wonderful. Do you want to put the shoulders in?
A little bit of shoulder.
Yeah, well, let me do that real quick.
Yeah. That really brings it together, doesn't it, when you get the shoulders in?
Don't give it much nick. It
Which
didn't
what?
have much. Don't
Oh,
give it much nick.
no.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, swing that on out. It was very muscular. I mean, I can literally see the muscles in his arms through his shoulder. He was a bulky little rascal.
Yeah. Lean
Mm,
and
yeah,
muscly.
yeah, like somebody was taking care of him, or they were taking baths. And it didn't smell. I have never picked up a smell from those creatures.
Did you go out on the porch once it had gone?
Not that night.
Fair enough. That's a silly question, really.
I'm a brave guy, but I ain't that brave. Not that gutsy.
Yeah, no, I don't blame you.
I wouldn't go out right now, even though I'm properly secure with weaponry. I still wouldn't go outside.
No. Have you ever found anything on the porch? Have they ever left you anything? Or you think that may have come from them?
No.
What about...
No
Sorry,
gift.
go, Larry.
I was going to tell Wade, well, think about this. You see one, there's 2, 3, 4 you don't see.
Absolutely.
So that one was there. Go ahead.
You know how correct you are, because I looked at a lot of people's stories that when they try to track one, they get knocked the hell out by another one that they didn't see.
That's why I've always told people, I said, don't shoot it, because for one thing, you won't even have a chance to cock your gun again.
Well, animals get adrenaline rush when you harm them.
Yeah.
And they get to go another 3 to 4 minutes after you shoot them. So if you can avoid it, I would advise you don't do it. I had one dead in my crosshairs in Florida, and it was so massive, I wouldn't shoot it. That's pretty good. It's pretty good. That's pretty good. Okay, Larry, you put me to shame.
Yeah, you just don't know what shooting something like this would do.
You probably get yourself in trouble. I will imagine. I saw where guys that shot it with a powerful gun, knocked it down multiple times, and it got up and ran away mountain ranges out of sight. So something about these creatures um, is, I'm not sure of this, but double organs. I've heard people think they have double organs. The guy shot at center mass, knocked it down, and and shot it, knocked it down, shot it, knocked it down, and it got up and ran away.
I've heard that their organs are not in the same places as what we would be, but I mean that's I don't know whether that's right or not.
That's just speculation.
Yeah, exactly.
That's all.
Yeah, but
that's what makes it interesting.
Yeah.
The longer you do this, the more questions you'll have.
Definitely.
Danielle, I would like to see that, a gathering of people get together and tell their experiences somewhere. Everybody can get together and speak on their experiences, so we can try to figure out why these creatures are here.
Yeah.
And because I listened to a lot of people's stories from the last time I was on, very very familiar similarities are what I'm hearing. Very similar stories. I would like to. Excellent, Larry. I would like to hear. I wish we could all just like kind of get together, have like a I don't know, some kind of meeting somewhere.
On a Thursday night, I have something called the Encounter Hub going on, and it's not on YouTube. It's not recorded, but people come and meet there and talk about their experiences. And there's, when there's no pressure on people to be on camera or or on YouTube live streaming, more information comes out and it's easier to talk. So you're welcome to join that any Thursday. Sometimes have them on a Saturday. and you know,
Send that-
it's a great place.
Larry, that is fabulous, brother. That is fabulous, man. That is
Wait a
really
minute.
fabulous.
You just wait a minute. I'll put a little magic on it.
Guys, if anyone wants to meet me on Thursday in the Encounter Hub, it's going to be 6 p.m. till 8 or 9 p.m. Central. Send me an email and I'll send you a link. Like I say, it's for anybody who's had encounters. They don't want to come on here. They don't want to, be public. They just want to talk with other people that have had experiences, somewhere to offload.
That's amazing, Larry. That is really amazing.
Come and join me.
That is really amazing. That is really good. Really good. Wow. That is
Is that spot on? Is that
that
it?
that's really good. That's really good.
Yeah.
That's really good, yeah.
Dave DeBoer, I still don't know where in VA this was. You don't have to give your location, but roughly.
I'm not a kind of person that hides. I've seen this sort of thing. I'm in Virginia Beach, Virginia. I'm in the rural part of Virginia Beach. I've seen this creature. I've heard this creature. I've had experiences with this creature. So that's the way I don't. If you want to come around and try to find this thing, go ahead. It's up to you, brother. But I advise you not to, because who knows? What this thing is all about. I don't know. I advise you not to want. But I don't know why it even came around my house. I don't know. I've seen things that I would wish no one to see. I really don't. Because once this thing touches you, once you see something like this, you don't let it go. You can't let it go because it's not supposed to be there. You hold on to it, and it bothers you in your sleep, and it bothers you during the course of your day. So I don't want I wouldn't want anybody to ever see this, because it's a life-changing event, both visually and what you hear. And I didn't go out to seek this creature. It came to me. It came here. It's here. It is here. And I wouldn't give any given night, and I'm not sure, but any given night you can walk out in the woods here and you could run into it.
Yeah. And this is why awareness, trying to get the word out, is really important, because it might just change your experience if you know they could be there. Rather
It could
than
be
something that you're just totally unaware of.
It could be.
Like Kerry says, you don't have to believe, but just be, open to the possibility that these things are out there.
Somebody somewhere said, nah, that ain't happening. But if you start, the reason why I've kind of ran into it, because I had an accident in 2009. I busted my back up, so that doesn't allow me to sleep. So I stay up almost all night long, and I walk the road, and I don't rest well, and that's how I came into knowing about this creature. You really don't want to come involved with this kind of stuff. You really don't.
It is messing with the unknown, isn't it? Really.
Looking at that picture, it's bringing back memories.
Yeah.
Bringing back memories. Some I can't explain it. I really can't. It's unnerving. You don't know why. Are we living in the days or whatever? It's a little unnerving. That was a great picture, Larry. Great picture. Great drawing.
it's quite typical actually that guests feel like you're feeling when it becomes on paper, when you start to see it. And I've kind of said this show is more not a show, but more of a therapy session, and you might not feel it now, but maybe in a couple of days.
No, I feel it now, because I'm trickling back to that night. I mean, I got a pretty strong constitution about me, but if somebody doesn't have a strong mental center base, it can really mess you up to see something like this. Um, because it's not supposed to see that. I mean, it's not supposed to be there.
Mm,
It's a little unnerving. A little unnerving.
yeah, no, I can completely understand.
Mm.
Rigger Ridge, it's like you see us now, but we're not streaming to YouTube. We're not streaming or recording. You can turn your camera off, but it's basically in this kind of like setup here. So if you want to join us, just send me an email anyway, and you can test it out if you want. How you getting on, Larry?
I'm just about ready to send it to you.
Okay, great.
How do I get my copy of that picture?
I will send it to you.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll email it.
Oh, you'll do it. Okay.
It don't matter either. You can do it, Daniel.
Yeah,
Daniel,
yeah.
you can do it. You can do it. It'll be all right.
Somebody do it.
You want to send Wade that picture? You just send Wade that picture.
Yeah, you send that picture to me, man. You did a great job. You did a great job, Larry. Great
thank
job.
you. Thank you.
Now I see why you wasn't interested in the 2x4 and all that kind of stuff. I was kind of expecting a little better, a little more in detail. But that's great what you did. That's great.
Well, yeah, our time's limited, so
I guess I presumed you'd seen. I think you were on in the chat once, maybe when one was on. So I guess I didn't really explain to you very much, but I guess you knew it was just the face, but it's fine.
No, I didn't know it was just the face. I thought you were gonna do, more than just, because I saw more than just the face. I saw the shoulders, the arms, the chest. All the way down to his midsection. I saw him walking away. I pretty much know his height. I was kind of expecting just a little bit more, but that's good. What you got going on there with the face? That's really good. I mean, it's pretty very close. That's in the 90 percentile, Larry. 90 percentile. 90%.
There you go.
Oh, that is really freaky to me. I don't know if I want that damn picture or not. I don't know. I don't know if I want.
Larry's only laughing because when he gets that reaction from people, he knows he's got close to the mark and it makes him happy. But it's not because you're experiencing, yeah, he's got it.
Oh, yeah, it is.
Just, I always feel bad when Larry's laughing and like, yeah, there you go. There you go. He's softened the blow. But that's it there.
Gotta have my medicine.
Yeah.
gotta have my medicine.
I don't blame you. Do not blame you.
That's really freaky. That's wild, man. That's crazy. That's really wild. You're damn good, Larry.
Oh,
really
thank you.
Good. The eyes, and I was kind of a little leery when you did the little white dots in there, but now I see that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Pretty good. Yeah. Kentucky Gentleman's got me. Tonight.
I'd love to see your drawing though. If you ever, if you do one, put one down on paper, send me it. And
well, I think he pretty much summed it all up. Other than. I don't think I can do no better than that. Really, I really don't. Because once you see that, it goes into your mind, and and it sits right there, and it doesn't go anywhere. All it does is just go over and over. And every now and then, I look around. I look around like, are they out there? I said, oh, it's getting dark. I need to get the hell in the house. So that was awesome. That was really awesome. And you took it out of my mind and you put it on paper.
I got ESPN.
Yeah.
That was damn good. That was damn good.
Thank you very much.
Damn good.
This is what I mean about this therapy, and I know you're feeling it now, but a lot of the people that do this after a couple of days, that what you've just said there, taking it out of my mind, putting it on paper, kind of might shift that weight, might shift some of that what you're carrying about it, and who knows? Maybe you'll tell me in a couple of days how you're feeling.
I get positive reviews. I get positive reactions from people, and I get negative reactions. People like, "Oh, you did what?" And hey, I want to say something really quick while it's on my mind. There's a movie called Constantine. If you ever seen it, don't emulate some of the scenes in the movie. Don't do it. Some things that happened to me with Into the Light. Don't Into the Light. I command it. Don't do it. Don't do it. There's some things will happen with that. Constantine was a real individual, so don't do it. You could get a bad reaction with that. So I just want to say that real quick.
Yeah.
Um,
Don't mess with things you don't know about. That's basically,
hey,
a good
better
rule,
have
isn't it?
better have a very strong sense of core.
Yeah.
And you better know your Bible, and you better know where to get your strength from. 'Kay, if not, you could get hurt. And this is something that happened to me a few years ago, and I just want I guess Hollywood grabbed some stuff out of the Bible and to put on the big screen. Be careful about what you see. Some of the stuff that it uses is it really came from a fact. So don't do it.
Okay. Good warning to people.
Don't do it.
Kevin Parker, you can message me through Facebook. We'll get you fixed up.
Kevin. Yes.
Hey, Larry, how long you been drawing?
Oh, since I was a kid.
You're
Kevin,
really good.
Thank you.
This is Larry's email. So if you contact Larry, lbatson@peoplepc.com, you can, talk to him direct from there.
Hey, this was really great. I'm glad I had an opportunity to talk to you. Just like when I talked to Carrie and you, this has been really good for me. I don't know how many people was in the chat because I haven't looked, but this was excellent.
We've had over a couple of hundred in. It's been good, and I appreciate you coming on and doing this.
I apologize because I'm not a real electronic person.
It's fine. Don't worry about it. We got there in the end, and that's the main thing. We're at the end now. We've done it. We've got through it. Larry, thank you again.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Amazing.
That is nuts. That is nuts. That is just driving me nuts. That's what gave me nightmares tonight, Larry. Very good.
Oh, good.
It doesn't mean that. It doesn't mean
that. That's the best compliment. Nightmares compliment to me.
Don't let your kids look at that. 'Cause actually, that what we talked about. I can put my hand on a stack of Bibles. It's all true. I know there's going to be some people out there who are very skeptical. Don't want to believe. But this is not any financial gain to me. I'm not getting any notoriety out of this whatsoever. This happened to me. This was a coincidence, and it is carrying on today on my lot here. I don't have any reason why this is taking place, but it is happening here on my lot. Um, I don't wish this on anyone, and I don't have any reason why this is happening, or why I am allowed, or the people who come here my wife, we're not really together right now, but she has also experienced these things here on this lot. Um, but it's life altering,
Mm-hmm.
and it
Well,
doesn't leave you.
no, no. Well, look, I appreciate you coming on, and maybe next time we'll get into more of that. And I'll be in touch
Yeah,
about if you want to come on the Encounter Hub. I just want to
there's
say,
a,
Sandy, if you look in the description, Wade was on about 5 months ago telling his encounters. So I've put the link there in the description. I want to just thank everyone for hanging on tonight. I know we started a bit late, but I appreciate you all hanging on and staying with us. Don't forget
probably
to
because somebody don't know how to use anything electronically, right?
it's fine. Guys, hit the like button, please, and leave a comment. And we're going to see you tomorrow night on Wednesday encounters. We've got an encounter. We've got a lady coming on to tell her encounter. So we'll see you all there, 7 p.m. Central. Larry, thank you. Wade, again, thank you.
Where
Everyone.
is she from?
Hmm?
Where is she from?
Who?
The
I'm
lady
not
that you
sure.
got
I'm
coming.
not sure. I'm not sure. Kerry's arranged it. But look, thanks everyone. Good night, and we'll see you all soon.